Hello everyone, hope you are well on this Monday afternoon. I'm convinced that the powers that shouldn't be want very much, well, to do several things. Number one, to have World War III and or disappear the middle class from the face of this earth and basically have a 1% wealthy class and the other 99% as working serfs who are too afraid to do anything about it. And I believe that's the direction we're going. More on that and some other interesting stories that I'm going to share that you'll find very interesting. Also, I have a couple of verses, some passages that will make you feel good. So bear with me and I'll get to those as well. Good ones. All right. But first, I saw this story. This was interesting. This was shared with me by one of you guys that sent this one to me. Juneteenth, as you know, you may not know, is the 19th, which is this coming Wednesday. Now, this marks the day in 1865 that the last of the slaves in the United States learned that they were free, so they made it a federal holiday, right? And it's called Juneteenth, which is this coming Wednesday. Saw this story that said that many Juneteenth celebrations are being canceled, different parts of the country, for just different various reasons. I thought that was interesting. I wonder why they're doing that. I don't know. Los Angeles, Detroit, Cleveland, Ohio, somewhere in Tennessee, I forgot the name of the city. In Tennessee, they're all canceling these celebrations for just different reasons. They're citing unforeseen circumstances, rising costs as the two main things. Unforeseen circumstances and rising costs required to ensure a safe and compliant event. And that was used it was put just like that to describe the Leimert Park, which is in Los Angeles, California. I thought that was kind of interesting. I would think that they make, they celebrate that, and make, and have these big celebrations and such. And, do they know something we don't? Is there something that's may happen that they want to avoid, especially with large crowds gathering? It could be a funding thing. It could be a money thing. It could be that they just truly don't believe that they can pull this off without it being safe for the people that are there. I mean, you got shootings at all kind of stores. This weekend, you had a shooting at a water park. I mean, Chicago. That's all you got to say is Chicago. It's all kind of stuff going on there as well. So it could be just something like that, y'all. I don't know. It could be that they fear that there will be unrest or something will happen. You have all kind of stuff break down. So I just thought that was interesting. What do you guys think about that? Okay. The powers that shouldn't be also just seem, like I mentioned before, they seem determined to poke the bear from the east so much that we end up paying for it in more ways than one. We're already paying for it, but in more ways than one. I saw where the president of Poland publicly proposed a plan to forcibly break up Russia into 200 ethnic states. These people have just lost their minds. What happened to them? I don't know. I don't get it. I mean, this was said proposed, I said, at a peace conference now, of all things, a peace conference in Switzerland in front of many other countries. Now, I'm not a Russia expert, but I'm thinking that they wouldn't react kindly to something like this. And by the way, they're a thermonuclear power. They have more of those weapons the United States does. Not that matters. I mean, it's not like we probably have enough to fry the world many times over at this point, but I thought that was interesting, frightening, disturbing, but interesting. Also, what's the next one? There's several good ones today. Oh yeah, the old press secretary of this current administration. I know her last name is Pierre. She's a freaking idiot. But she said today, get this, she said the countless videos of Biden being lost and confused are nothing but deep fakes. They're deep fakes, so they didn't really happen, is what she's saying. And these are just manufactured, doctored video to get it out there to impact him negatively. So that means that she truly, I don't know, she truly believes that there's enough stupid people out there to believe that. Now, the sad part is there is a segment of people that will believe that, actually. But I have to believe, I'm an optimistic person. I have to believe that the majority of Americans do not buy that. Please tell me I'm not wrong on that. I get that there are people that will see that and just take it hook, line, and sinker and say, yeah, that's it. I gotta explain it. Oh, please tell me. I can't. I have to believe that a majority of people do not believe that she's telling the truth there. That we have seen countless and countless videos from all kinds of sources, not just one source, not one person, but all kinds of sources. The guy he has to physically be led around. They have to get him off the stage physically. They have to show him what car to get into when he comes off a plane. I mean, the list goes on and on, y'all. It's pitiful. It's really pitiful. And this guy is supposedly the leader. Now, we know there are other forces at work here. We know. But it just looks terrible. It's sad in a way. It really is. Truly. Also, speaking of which, Biden, they say, this is story about Biden could announce as early as tomorrow on Tuesday a new effort to allow immigrants who are entering the country illegally to obtain legal status if they marry a U.S. citizen. So if they get married or are married, if they're married to a U.S. citizen, they can obtain legal status just on that alone. Now, I don't know how he can do. I don't know what process he's going to try to do that through. I don't know, but I just saw that, and that apparently is an election year move to energize more liberal voters, because they're not very energized right now, which is understandable. I saw a picture, some video where I think he did a fundraiser or not. There was a fundraiser done for him here, I think over the weekend or maybe late last week. And I saw a lot of empty spaces, a lot of empty seats, a lot of empty, yeah. Anyway, but I truly believe that, I'm seeing video after video of people talking about how they are struggling to make the ends meet between their utilities, food, gasoline, insurance, medical bills, just getting procedures done medically that need to be done, maintenance on their vehicle. If you couldn't afford a dang vehicle to get, and there's maintenance to that, there's insurance with that, taxes in general. It's a long laundry list, isn't it? I'm seeing this video after video where people are just hurting and they can't do it. Many are ended up homeless or in a car. Maybe they go to an extended stay first. And if they still have a vehicle, that's the next home, their vehicle. It's not just a few here and there, people. And these aren't necessarily drug-addicted homeless people that have been homeless for a long time. These are people that a year ago had a house, and they have a job, and they may still have a job. It's just not enough. Maybe 2 jobs isn't even enough. Double income, not enough. There's something seriously wrong with that. You can't tell me that we are not in a depression of sorts. Call it what you will, silent depression, I don't know. We don't know we still don't know and we will never know, I guess, the true unemployment percentage right now, the percentage of people not working or unemployed. I don't see a light at the tunnel on that. I don't see it even in November. I don't see the light at the tunnel on that. And even if there is a change, and I've said this, I know, even if there is a change later this year, I don't know if that makes a difference. And if there's not a change, I don't know what we're going to do. I really don't. I really don't. And I hate to be pessimistic like that, but I can't help it. And I just don't know. I'm going to go to the passages now, though. Share your thoughts on that, because I just don't know. I think, and I believe they're setting up some other things. You got war, you got a possible coming, another cough coming, other things as well. So share your thoughts, but keep preparing, keep doing what you can to get as ready as possible. Keep up with those preps, fill the holes. 1 is none and 2 is 1. That's the way we look at it. That's the way we look at it at the Dawg house. All right, Proverbs. I'm going back to Proverbs in chapter 17. Chapter 17, verse 5. The one who mocks the poor insults his maker, and one who rejoices over calamity will not go unpunished. Amen. If anyone returns evil for good, evil will never depart from his house. There's a lot of that out there, isn't it? And in verse 7, that was verse 13. And in verse 17 it says, a friend loves at all times, and a brother is born for a difficult time. I've heard that one before, but it's been a while. You forget about these. Those are some good ones there. But Proverbs, both chapter 16 and 17 have some really good ones. Makes you think, right? Makes you think, and makes you realize what we're seeing out there these days. And it's on the uptick, isn't it? I think time is short, isn't it? In many ways. But I will leave it there. Share your thoughts. Stay close to Jesus. God bless you. I will see you soon.